What's up, YouTube? I'm back, and this time I'm doing a review on Kingsman: The Golden Circle. This is a follow-up for Kingsman: The Secret Service that came out back in 2015. And in some way, that was a sleeper hit because not a lot of people knew about how awesome that movie was. And it was pretty awesome. And now we have The Golden Circle. And I don't want to get much into the plot because I feel like the trailers do give away a little too much. But I'll say that if you're a huge fan of the original Kingsman, I think you will enjoy this movie to some aspect. I'm hearing that a lot of people who actually were huge fans of the original Kingsman aren't huge fans of this one. And there's just a bunch of reasons. Reasons that I can't really bring up because that will spoil the movie. But I can understand. I'll tell you this, when it comes to sequels, I like it whenever they take risks and chances to make things a little different from the original one. Kind of like to amp up the stakes, make the story a little more interesting. Do they do a great job with that in this movie? It really does depend on how you view it. You will really have to have seen the original Kingsman and know what you're getting yourself into before seeing this movie. This is a balls to the walls crazy action flick. There are ridiculous things happening left and right. The action is shot in a very interesting way where the camera is just panning left to right, focusing on different things. Everything is just moving all the time. You shouldn't really take this movie too seriously. Both movies have very cartoony aspects. This one is a little bit more sillier. I didn't expect this movie to be as serious as what American Assassin, which is why this movie works a lot better in terms of tone and style. Example, some of the CGI and color schemes in this movie come off as really colorful and really, like I said, cartoony. As in a movie like American Assassin, some of the CGI in that movie comes off as unbelievable. But American Assassin is a movie that I'm supposed to take more seriously. Also, quickly for my thoughts on American Assassin, I thought it was pretty good. But Kingsman 2, or Kingsman: The Golden Circle, doesn't take itself too seriously and really has a fun time with its premise. Has a fun time with a lot of the scenarios and its characters, and overall I still think it's a good time. Everyone has a great time in this movie. It's great to see Taron Egerton back and Mark Strong, and another actor that does come back to the movie that I don't want to spoil because I don't know who hasn't seen the trailer. That's why I don't want to spoil that at all. But yeah, that particular character is back, and the actor is back too, and he's awesome. He is, as awesome as you could expect him to be. And the new cast members are great too. Jillian Moore makes for a really awesome villain. Here, she just came off as really creepy, but in a good way. So I liked her personality, and I liked her motive. It was really good, scheme to take over the world. I really do mean taking over the world, because this does have a taking over the world, saving the world kind of scenario. So that really does, tune into the whole cartoon aspect of the movie. Which I don't think is much of a problem, because the original movie is a bit of a homage to old school James Bond, which I sort of saw as comic book or cartoon versions of the spy world. Which is why these movies have those really silly gadgets like those watches that shoot darts at people or the shoes that have knives that come out. This movie has so many more silly things like that, which is why it makes it a really fun movie. But like I said, everyone else is great in the movie too. The best part about the sequel that I think a lot of people can admire is the world building. This definitely gets me amped up to see more Kingsman movies. This one thing this movie touches upon is the Statesman, which is sort of the Kingsman but in America. And everyone else in the Statesman is great too. Pedro Pascal is easily the guy who steals the show. Channing Tatum is great too, as well as Jeff Bridges. The one thing I'll say though, it's sort of a spoiler, but Channing Tatum and Jeff Bridges are hardly in the movie. Yeah, if I'm gonna be honest, I have to be honest with you guys, if you're going into the movie to see a lot of Channing Tatum or Jeff Bridges, prepare to be a little bit disappointed because, yeah, they are hardly in the movie. I'm not gonna say what happens to them, I'm just saying that they are hardly in the movie. Just to let you know that, okay? But I really hate to see other people really shit on this movie or call it really, really bad because it's not really that bad at all. Because in all honesty, this movie is not as great as the first one. But it doesn't change the fact that it's still a fun time. There's still a lot of good jokes left and right, a lot of great action scenes, a lot of good musical bits, you definitely would want to buy the soundtrack after this. There's a lot of standouts, so there are a lot of things to take away from this movie. Also for the average viewer, you do have to know what you're getting yourself into. This is a very cartoony movie, but if you can just, let reality, fly out the window, I think you'll have a good time. So overall, I'm going to go ahead and give Kingsman: The Golden Circle a 7 out of 10. Like I said, it's not good as the original one, but like I said, if you're able to not take this movie too seriously and enjoy all the good things that it has to offer, then you'll be in for a good ride. So those are my thoughts on Kingsman: The Golden Circle. Like I said, not a lot I can talk about only because I'm not a huge fan of the original Kingsman, but nonetheless, like I said, it's a fun movie. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Stupid.